Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing some of the news that occurred in the past week surrounding cryptocurrencies. After that, we're going to be taking a look at a few of our favorite cryptocurrencies and how they are doing this market cycle. Of course, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and remember nothing in this video is financial advice and you should always do your own research. So, the first big bit of cryptocurrency news that came out over the past week was the Dogecoin founder Jackson Palmer slammed cryptocurrency. He called it right-wing and hyper-capitalistic. So essentially, Jackson Palmer created Dogecoin way back in 2014. And when he created Dogecoin, he decided to quickly sell all of his Dogecoins when it went up in price. This is because he created Dogecoin as a joke, and Dogecoin was essentially just a copy of Litecoin with a few variables changed. So Dogecoin was very easy to create, unlike say Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. He just created it as a joke and a copy of Litecoin. However, Jackson Palmer sold Dogecoin way before it went up in value significantly, and he only managed to get about $300,000 or $400,000 out of it. If Jackson Palmer held his Dogecoin stack to this day, he would have billions of dollars. If he sold Dogecoin at the peak, he would have around $40+ billion worth of Dogecoin, and if he sold it right now, he would still have around $15 billion worth of Dogecoin. So, I do think it does make a lot of sense why this person doesn't like cryptocurrency that much. He made Dogecoin as a joke and then he sold out of it way before it went up, and now he's coming back and saying a lot of false claims about cryptocurrency that quite frankly don't make much sense. He is an open socialist and essentially a communist, so it is interesting to hear his thoughts. It does seem a bit shambolic and a little bit incorrect, however, this is what he has said, and this is one of the things that has gotten the most attention in the past week surrounding cryptocurrency. Now, the next big bit of news is that the Ethereum EIP 1559 update has a timeline for it. This is scheduled to come out on August 4th to the main net, which looks pretty great, and I can't wait to see them start burning ETH on August the 4th. So this is one of the other big developments in the cryptocurrency space. Now, the next big bit of news is that Jack Dorsey, who is the CEO of Square and the CEO of Twitter, has done a few big announcements surrounding Bitcoin. What Jack Dorsey has said is Square is creating a new business joining Seller, Cash App, and Tidal, focused on building an open developer platform with the sole goal of making it easy to create non-custodial, permissionless, and decentralized financial services. So, this is what Jack Dorsey has said he wants to create for Bitcoin. Now, I'm not sure if Jack Dorsey understands, but what he's actually trying to create here is he's trying to create a poor man's version of Ethereum. This is essentially Ethereum, but bad. Jack Dorsey is essentially saying he wants to try and create a more centralized and worse version of Ethereum that does a lot less. It would be good for someone to point out that Ethereum essentially does everything that Jack Dorsey wants it to do, and Jack Dorsey is trying to extend more utility and more functionality to Bitcoin and more functionality around Bitcoin, creating layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin. However, it definitely would be good if someone in the comments could tell Jack Dorsey that Ethereum already does that and he doesn't need to waste his time making a centralized version of Ethereum. However, I do think Jack Dorsey already knows this, and the reason Jack Dorsey will never use Ethereum and hates Ethereum so much is essentially because he is a Bitcoin maximalist and he is really connected to Bitcoin. Jack Dorsey refuses to acknowledge Ethereum or any other cryptocurrencies, all because he likes Bitcoin so much. However, you can already do a whole ton of stuff on the Ethereum network. Even with Bitcoin, you can use wrapped Bitcoin on the Ethereum network, lend and loan your Bitcoin, borrow your Bitcoin, all off Ethereum if you want to. So it's very interesting that Jack Dorsey is saying this, and I do think this is going to be one of the bigger risks to Ethereum in the short to medium term. I think a lot of Bitcoin maximalists will simply just refuse to acknowledge or use Ethereum, and it's very weird and it's kind of religious and a bit tribalistic, which is quite odd. The creator of Aave, Stani.eth, has said since Jack is going to build Aave on Bitcoin, Aave should build Twitter on Ethereum, which would be very cool to see if they could build a Twitter-like application on Ethereum. So That's basically all of the news that has happened in the cryptocurrency market in the past week. There's actually not too much news, just a few tweets from people, and that's essentially about it. Overall, the price action in the cryptocurrency market has been very, very boring. Bitcoin is hanging around at about $32,000 and the Ethereum is hanging around at around 2,000 US dollars. So the prices essentially haven't moved at all they've done is basically nothing. There's been some very, very boring price action, and this is essentially what we predicted. What we predicted is that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are going to have some time trading sideways. They've just had a big correction and it does seem like they're just trading sideways. Unfortunately, the cryptocurrencies seem to be trading sideways and slightly tilted downwards, which overall means that the crypto space is pretty boring and a lot of people get pushed out of it. They don't like their cryptocurrencies slowly bleeding out, and this means a lot of people are going to want to leave the crypto space. As we can see, the Bitcoin chart, the Ethereum chart, a lot of charts look very similar where there was a big run up and there's just been a correction and some sideways trading. If you follow the channel, you know that we expect sideways trading to continue to go on for 4 or more months, and right now it is doing exactly that. So, overall, there have been some questions in the YouTube comments where people have been telling me, crypto doesn't seem too exciting now. Is it a good time to sell crypto? Is it a good time to buy crypto? What should I be doing? And of course, I can't be advising you whether you should be buying or selling crypto. However, I can state what I am doing, and what I am doing currently is when there's an accumulation period where crypto is low, I'm currently trying to accumulate as much Ethereum, as much Chainlink, and as much strong cryptocurrencies as I can while they are low. Of course, I'm not expecting any gains in the next 6 or so months. I don't really care if the cryptos that I accumulate go down another 10, 20% in the next 6 months. I don't expect any gains whatsoever. I'm happy accumulating right now. And the reason for this is I do believe cryptos will eventually trend back upwards, and this is just an intermediate bear market in the overall bull market. I do believe eventually they will be going up a lot, and I will be happy with the amount of crypto I've accumulated. However, accumulating crypto is obviously a more high-risk strategy, as it is an asset that is inherently difficult to value, unlike a lot of other stocks and a lot of other securities. So you should be very careful when you are accumulating crypto and ensure that it is right for you. However, this is all just my opinion and not financial advice. Regardless, if we look at a few of the specific charts, we can see Bitcoin and Ethereum look very, very similar in their charts. However, Ethereum did happen to outperform Bitcoin heaps to the upside, and Ethereum is performing roughly the same as Bitcoin to the downside, so it's great to see that Ethereum continues to outperform Bitcoin constantly. Now, we'll take a look at some of the channel favorite cryptocurrencies. Cardano has looked like it has had a little bit of a correction, and it is staying in its very, very similar range. It's getting to the lower ends of its range at around $1.20. However, I would expect Cardano could go back up a little bit because Cardano has got its much anticipated smart contracts launching quite soon. I do believe Cardano are getting smart contracts in around August or September, so it looks very good for Cardano. And if a lot of new developers and dApps come onto Cardano, I would expect the price to go higher. However, if it's a bit of a disappointing launch for smart contracts, I would expect the price to go lower. We'll just have to wait and see with Cardano. This is one of my more speculative cryptocurrencies, however, I do believe Cardano has got some good chance in the space. On the other hand, Chainlink does seem to continuously keep going lower, and we have done a few videos on Chainlink recently, and it really does seem to just keep dipping. The dip just keeps on dipping. So Chainlink has been a little bit annoying lately, however I really do believe Chainlink is going to fundamentally shine over the next few years, and I do believe it will go very well. I did see Chainlink looking like it was coming at an intermediate low on the Chainlink Bitcoin chart, so I did decide to transfer all of my Bitcoin into Chainlink. As you can see, we touched this point already on the 22nd of March, and we're touching this point once again. I do think Chainlink has the potential to outperform Bitcoin by a factor of 10 in the next few years, and I am very bullish on Chainlink's overall future. One crypto that I haven't talked about in a while is called Polkadot. So, Polkadot is a crypto that I hold. However, recently I haven't been adding to my Polkadot position that much, and this is because as my sort of more Ethereum killer speculative play, I chose Cardano instead of Polkadot. Of course, I don't believe any of these will kill Ethereum. However, I do believe this narrative of Ethereum killers definitely helps these cryptos run up a lot, and I do believe they will find their own niches in the crypto space. However, Polkadot, as you can see, has had a really rough time. Polkadot has fallen to $12 from highs of around $50 per DOT token. So, the main thing that I am looking at is if Polkadot can perform Cardano, as I do see them in the same boat. Polkadot and Cardano are much in the same boat, as they were both created by old Ethereum founders, and they have much the same technology in some ways. Both of them are yet to fully launch smart contracts. Polkadot are doing their parachain slot auctions right now, which launches smart contracts on parachains. However, it will be interesting to see what has happened, and as we can see, Polkadot has gone down a substantial amount, and Polkadot is trading at prices that it was trading at back in January. As a direct result, Polkadot has severely underperformed Cardano, and I do like Cardano a lot better right now as it is outperforming Polkadot, and that's why I haven't really added that much to my Polkadot stack. So that basically brings us to the end of the video. That covers all that I wanted to cover. There wasn't too much news in the crypto markets. It's once again very boring. So if you just persist with it and keep going through the bear markets, it's probably a lot better than just coming in at the top of the bull markets. Thanks for watching the video.